Hi, this is a video to explain the straight line graphs and the equation of a straight line. The straight line graph is a graph with a straight line in it, and let's have a look at the equation of the straight line. The equation of straight line, the general equation is y is equal mx plus c, where m and c are numbers which can be either calculated using points or taken from the graph, as m is the gradient, which is the steepness of the line. So this line, the steeper the line is, the bigger the gradient is. The smaller the steepness of the line, the gradient gets smaller. It's a smaller number. It could be a positive, a negative fraction. It's just a number. Okay, and C is a y-intercept. C is the y-intercept, which is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. So it's that point there. Now, let's start by calculating the gradient. So the gradient is given by, the formula to find the gradient is the difference in y's over the difference in x's. So it's y2 take away y1 divided by x2 take away x1. And those points come from the coordinates. So it doesn't matter which one you call 1 or 2, you will get the same answer. So I'm going to call this one x1, y1, and this one x2, y2. Okay, so m is equal y2 2 minus y1 10 over 4 take away 8 yx2 take away x1. So then 2 minus 10 is minus 8, 4 minus 8 is minus 4. Negative divided by a negative becomes positive. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the gradient of that line is 2. Okay? Let's see what is the gradient of this line here. So I know that this point here is 9. At that point there is 3, 12. Now this point here is 9 for x and not 0 for y, as it lies on the x-axis. So at that point y is 0. So the coordinates of that point is actually 9, 0. So now I'm going to call this one x1, y1, x2, y2. So now I'm going to write the formula. Y is equal m is equal x y2 take away y1, x2 take away x1. So then y2 take away y1, 0 take away 12 over 9 take away 3. So now 0 take away 12 is minus 12, 9 take away 3 is 6. Negative divided by positive, the answer is negative, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. It's negative 2. Okay, so now what I want you to notice here is that gradient was positive and that gradient was negative. And you can see the difference in the line as well. This one goes from left to right, and you are expected you will expect to get a positive number. Going from right to left, you will expect to get a negative number. Okay, so just to look at the graphs, you can have an expectation of what kind of gradient you are going to get. Okay, move on from the straight line, move on from the gradient. We are going to look at how to find the equation of a straight line. The equation of straight line, as we said before, is y is equal mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. Now here we can find the gradient because we've got 2 points. So that one is 5, that point is 517, this point is 2 for the y and 0 for x. Okay, so the coordinate of that point is actually 0, 2. Okay, so now x1, y1, x2, y2. So the gradient is going to be y2 take away y1, x2 take away x1, which is 2 take away 17 over 0 take away 5. And we 2 take away 17 is minus 15, 0 take away 5 is minus 5, minus 15 divided by minus 5, negative divided by negative is positive, 15 divided by 5 is 3. So we go a positive gradient, which is what we were expecting, and the gradient is 3. Okay, now we want the equation of the line to look like this. So we know that the gradient is 3, and this we said is the y-intercept, which is the point where the line crosses the y-axis, which in this case is 0.2. So we can just get the equation of the line as y is equal 3x plus 2. Okay, so this one was simple enough because we knew the y-intercept. Here, last example, we know 2 points, and so we can find the gradient, but we do not know where it crosses the y. What is the y-intercept here, where it crosses the y? So, and another thing to notice here is here there is no x and y, so we need to use d and t for our x and y. So equation of the line y is equal mx plus c, which in our case is going to be our y is d is equal mt plus c. And now we try to look for m and c. M is the gradient, which is y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1, x1 y2, y1, x2 y2. So that is going to be y2 take away 4 take away 8 over minus 1 take away 5. So minus 4 minus 8 is going to be minus 12, and minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. Negative divided by negative is positive. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So the gradient here is 2. Now, there are a couple of methods to find C. I'm going to show you the one where we're going to use this formula, which is y minus b is equal mx minus a. So this is a formula that you're going to use when you do not have the y-intercept to manage to get the equation of the line to look like this. So now m, as we know, is 2, and a and b are the coordinates of one of the points. It does not matter which point you pick, because you will get the same answer. I'm going to pick this one because they're both positive, and we prefer to work with positive numbers. So a is the x coordinate of the point, and b is the y coordinate of the point. Okay, so y minus the y coordinates there is 8 equal m, which is 2, x minus 5, the x coordinate of the point. Now, expand the bracket on the left hand side. So y minus 8 is equal 2 times x is 2x, 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. Add 8 to both sides, and you will end up with y is equal 2x minus 2. And that's looking like that. Y is equal mx plus c, which is a negative in this case. Now, let's as we said before, this is a t, and that should be a t, that should be a d. So we have to change those unknown, those x and y with t and d. And that's the final answer. Okay, so this is this is the basic of the straight line graphs, and so there are some examples of how to find the equation of a straight line. And if you've got any other question, any further question, please ask, and I will try to answer you. Okay, thank you.